Alright. Yo, what's up guys? Today I doing really good. Wanna make a little video. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry, I'm on my lunch break. I just ate lunch. Alright. I just wanna make a little video, little update. I think again moving forward. This is not gonna be a whole video though. But again moving forward, I'm gonna start taking my religion more seriously. Growing up, grew up in Rasta culture. My dad's from South Africa, and it's been a very heavy influence on my life. Not to say that my mom's culture of Cambodia hasn't been an influence, but I don't know. My household had more like American and African culture in it, and I guess as a man, I've been reflecting about life and what kind of man I want to be, and I want to be Rasta. I not only want to be Rasta, it just feels right for me as I'm going down this journey, because there's been times in my life that I've been hitting lows, and then I get into like the Rasta studies and I get on top again, and I mean, I was young though, so like up and down, like, oh, I'm at my low, look to Jah, be like, oh, he did me, like, oh, I see the lesson that you're trying to show me now, because every low is a lesson. You gotta find the answer and move on, but I guess I want to make a little snippet in the video to hold myself accountable. Word is bond, and I'm Rasta now. I miss my dreadlocks. Gotta get them back. I mean, the fro is cute, but I don't think the fro matching the facial hair, But what I want to talk about today, so the company I work for got bought out, and the new owners came, and then I noticed the cars really nice. I was like, oh shit, like we're going from like a small family owned company to like, I think a multi-branch, like a multi-branch manufacturing business, and they're gonna be dumping resources into our company because they're gonna give us more machines, employees, more work, and they're also gonna move us to a bigger building, So I'm like, alright, so I told some of my friends about the new owners and how they got nice cars, and it looks like money's about to be coming in, and like, I find it interesting that my boys immediately took it to a negative spot, and like was just like, oh, this man thinks that like trickle economics works, and oh, like Brent stop slipping and shit like that, and this isn't me, like, I want to clarify, this is me like talking shit about my boys and like saying like they're doing bad, because I understand that like it comes from a place of care and love, and I do understand that like they didn't mean any like malice behind it. this is, I guess the video is more about a critique on society. Like, how fucked is our society that there's potential for good in a situation, and most people go for the negative? Because also, like, because this has just happened today. That's why I brought up what my boys did. But, like, parents do it all the time. Like, a kid want to go into one field in college, and they're like, no, there's no money in it. Go to this field instead. Like, it's a waste of time going over there. And, like, I'm thinking, like, yo, like, we're so wrapped up in the rat race that we're just like, we're not only participating, but we're adding to the culture of it, you know? Like, the culture is kind of negative, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's weird that, like, societal, like, is weird that nationwide, or at least it's weird that we have a culture of someone going, oh, look, this looks like a good opportunity, and then the other person being like, actually, this is a better opportunity, you know? And, like, and I get the thought process, you know? I get the thought process. The world is tough, and yes, we do need money. And sometimes the more mature thing to do is to take the job that pays more, and not necessarily the job that you, like, want to have. But then also, like, there's a sweet spot, you know? Because, I don't know, I think we're just so focused on, like, the numbers of things, and we don't always take into account all the extra shit that comes with the job, you know? Because, like, yeah, sure, like, I'm technically, like, on the lower aspect of, like, pay for, like, the position I have and in the field I'm in, but then also, like, I'm chilling most of the days. Like, I do what I want for the most of the time. Like, I run shit, no one's up my ass, like, very chill work environment. As long as I get shit done, and I get shit done, I'm chilling, you know? And, like, I don't know, like, that peace of mind is worth more than a bit more money. Now, granted, a bit more money is always wanted and always appreciated, you know? But, like, for example, again, like, one of my boys, he's in IT, and he got a good job in IT. Now, we don't make that different of, like, incomes, you know? Like, because we all talk about incomes and shit. I make, like, 70% of what he makes, you know? But then, like, culture, because of our culture, even me, like, this is not even talking about, like, my boy. Like, even me, looking back, because now, this is new me, man. Not about the New Year's shit. It's talking about following my path, okay? We focus so much on that extra 30%, bro. And, again, I get why we do that. Like, my boy's like, oh, yeah, you need to get on my level. On some, like, I want you up here with me type shit, you know? And I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get up there. I'm about to get up there. But then it's like, why are we focusing so much on that 30% of me trying to close that gap, and I'm neglecting the 70% that I made? The 70% that I have, bro. I've done more to get closer to you, and it's still not enough, you know? And then the other thing is, my boy, he's also trying to get even more money, you know? And then, like, he's trying to get, like, another, like, 20% more, you know? So then now that 30% makes a 50%, and now, in his perspective, I'm lagged back, you know? But it's like, bro, like, I'm still chilling at the original 70, you know? Like, I'm making decent money. You know, like, I'm making decent money, but now you doubled my money. And for me, I'm just like, yo, good for you, man. I fucking love that for you. And I love that you want me to double my money to get on your level too. But then we should also appreciate the money that, like, the point we got to. You know, like, I feel like we're so focused on the next step that we haven't appreciate the steps we've taken. Like, everyone's like, oh, I'm liking this, I'm liking this. You're focusing on the 30%, and you're not even realizing the 70% that you did. Like, stand on that shit, bro. Because you are staying on that shit, but now you looking at the next person that was making 30% more, and then making 50% more, and now you feel like you're not doing shit, you know? But it's like, nah, bro. Rewind the tape, you guys were like right there, you know? It's cool that he did this, but it doesn't mean you gotta do this. You know, like, you still had all this shit in the back. Like, and yeah, so, like, I guess 2 lessons. Okay? 2 lessons. Appreciate the progress you made. You know? I'm not saying don't set your goals high. Set your goals high. My goals are high as fuck right now, okay? But also, look back and be like, yo, I did that shit, boy. I got that shit in the fucking bag. You know, no one could take that shit from me. Because even if I lost this 70% at this job, I got a stacked resume. I've been here 6 years, man. I'm loyal. Companies like that shit, you know? But lesson 2, I think as a society, we should stop. Sometimes, okay, this is not a blanket statement, okay? Sometimes it's better to let the dreamer dream sometimes, you know? Like, why is it? Oh, let me check the time. Alright, I'm chilling. Why is it that someone comes to you saying, like, oh, this is my dream, and then you go, you know what? I think this is better for you. Because that's what you're doing when you do, like, when you do that. And, like, I get it. Like, you care for the person. And I used to do the same shit sometimes. I mean, I didn't, like, always do that shit, but I always try to, like, help people find workarounds. So it's like, oh, like, I know this is your goal, but maybe you could, like, pop into this thing, you know? And then, like, I guess it's different for, like, I think you guys get what I mean. Like, how parents be like, oh, or let me rewind way back, bro. I was a kid when I started high school, bro. So I'm in manufacturing right now. I'm making more money than most people around, you know? Actually, let me cut that out. Or, actually, I shouldn't say I'm making more money than most people. I'm making above average. Okay, I think I'm making above average for my age range, you know? I'm 25. I think I'm making above average for my age, you know? I mean, I ain't pump the brakes. I ain't like that yet, okay? That's my boy. My boy, he killing the game, okay? He's killing that 30%, that do matter. I'm saying appreciate the 70%, you know? But, like, what do I want to say? Oh, yeah. You went back. I started high school, and I was telling one of my dad's boys that we ran into at the track, that I was going in manufacturing, because I went to a trade school for high school, and he went to the same trade school, but he did electrical, and electrical is a good field. And his perspective manufacturing is a bad field because there's no jobs in manufacturing. But that's not the case. A lot of jobs did go to China, did go out of state, got deported, but now there's actually now a deficit of workers in manufacturing. Like, I know our shop struggling to find workers, starting to find quality workers too. Not only like, or we're struggling to find workers, period. Not gonna lie. Like, we've been understaffed for a while, so hopefully this new company throws us some people or some shit, you know? But yeah, if you got a manufacturing shop around, apply to that shit. If you need a job, apply to that shit. They probably hire you and train you. And it's a good field to go into. There's a lot of money in manufacturing. But yeah, he was like, oh, don't do that. Like, there's no money in it. All the jobs went overseas. And then I was like, nah, like, bro, like, my teacher told me, like, nah, there's, like, work. Like, people get jobs out of high school. He was like, nah, like, you know, like, it's weird that, like, as a grown man, and, like, I really like manufacturing. And I liked it from the beginning. So, like, I was really excited. Let me not talk down on this man. But it's like, I'm still processing how I should use my language properly. But, it was interesting that me as a kid wanted to go into manufacturing. And some random stranger, man. Like, I don't even know this man. I've met him, like, I think twice in my fucking life. He was so caught up in this culture of, like, after the bag, his information was, oh, manufacturing is a bad field. Don't go into manufacturing. Do something else. And, like, what if that worked and I didn't end up where I was? Cause, I don't know. Cause, not gonna lie, manufacturing worked pretty well for me. I'm looking around. I'm not saying I'm top tier, but I could look back, or I could look at other people, and they're not at my level, bro. And I'm not, like, talking down on them. I'm just, like, making an observation. Like, I'm doing pretty good for myself. Like, I'm stable, you know? Like, what if I needed to go into manufacturing? Like, what if you telling me not to do this knocked me off a path and I ended up unhappy? Or I ended up, because say I went down a different path and I made more money, but at what cost? Like, what if I was making more money but I didn't like my work, you know? Or what if I went down a path thinking that there was gonna be money, but then it ended up, like, 3 years later, it ended up being an what's it called? Overinflated, I would say. I think you guys understand what I'm saying. Overinflated industry. Actually, kind of like what's happening to IT right now. IT got overstaffed because of COVID. Companies are letting go a lot of people right now, you know? Not saying that IT is a bad field to go into. Great field to go into. Making lots of money if you could get into it. But now, it's hard to get into, you know? Like, everything has a give and a take. Everything has their pros and cons, and everything has their own risks and values, you know? And I guess the lesson is, sometimes your risk level is different than other people's risk levels, and I understand it comes from a place of, like, trying to take care of people, but also sometimes you gotta let people make their own mistakes, you know? Sometimes you just gotta let people walk their own path. Like, not everything is about having someone be more on your path. You know? Because cool, you're doing good in your own path, but maybe that's not the path for me. You know? And again, like, I've done this before in the past. You know? So, this is moving forward. This is just a thought I had. I'm rambling now. Still, I think this is a really good video, though. I'm rambling. I'm gonna stop. Plus, I got to go back to work. But, God bless. Wait. I and God bless. Stay safe. Stay dangerous. Peace out, guys.